All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with your girl, Leah Lynette. I'm sitting here listening to the melodic sounds of Miss Adele. If you have not gotten this CD or you don't know who I'm talking about, something's wrong. Adele has a voice that's crazy. I'm listening to 21 right now. Anyway, that's a totally different subject. I hope y'all having a great day. Thanks for joining me here at leahlanette.com. Without further ado, let's dive right into our subject matter for today. So, today's subject is past sexual partners. Does that play a role in your relationship, your current relationship, or is it important? Is it an important factor in your current relationship? Okay. This does come from a viewer, so thank you for sending in your questions, messaging me your questions, emailing me, whatever the case may be. I do appreciate that, and I will definitely answer you live on a blog. Okay. So this is the question. It comes from a young man, which I'm actually happy about because most of my questions come from women so good looking. Anyway, the question is, and I'm going to read this so I have it word for word. My girl keeps asking me how many partners or how many women I've slept with. Why do women ask this shit when they know they can't handle it? Okay, first of all, don't say all women can't handle it because, some of us are different breeds and we can handle the situation. Can you handle it? Anyway, that's a totally different subject. We're not talking about that. For real though, in my opinion, it's a fair question. Like, women ask that question because two things. We want to know if you're a straight up hoe. Like, we want to know how many people you've been with so we can protect ourselves and know if we really want to go there. That's just number one. Number two, we want to know how many people we've been compared to. Real talk, women. Let's just put it out there. We want to know how experienced you are, what exactly do you expect from us, how freaky we really need to be in order to keep your attention. That's just telling the truth. I mean, I can't get any more real than that. That's just my personal opinion. However, I do think it's a valid question in a relationship, a long-term relationship. I'm not talking about somebody that you're just messing with or you just, your boo thing. But if you're seriously considering this person for a real relationship, that's a fair question. I mean, you want to know each other's history, each other's background, see if you're compatible. Because if one person is way more sexually experienced than the other person, sometimes that can be off balance. Women especially get insecure about sexual activity, especially past partners. So I do think that if your woman is asking you, you have to wonder why she's asking you. There has to be a reason. That might be something that's very important to her. Maybe she takes sex extremely seriously, and that's something that she needs to know from you. If you are interested in having a long-term relationship with this person, just answer the question. So that leads me to, why you not answering the question? Like, and hostile about it. What's so hard about telling a person how many sexual partners you have with your time? Like, you didn't have about 300? Like, if that's the case, then tell her that and own it. And you know what I mean? See, this is why females always get suspicious about men, especially in the beginning of relationships, because we ask one simple question and then it's the third degree. You know what I mean? If you hesitant about asking this, what else you hesitant about, answering? Come on now. Sexual partners, that's not something that's so hard. Anyway, that answers your question. But just to answer the whole topic of what I'm saying, does your partner's past, whether it's sexually or non-sexual, do their past partners or past relationships have an effect on your current relationship? My answer, hell to the yeah. Like, there's no way that your past relationships don't have any type of bearing on your current relationship unless you just came up with a whole new persona, changed your name, moved away 5,000 miles away, and like nobody knows you. Let's be real. Any baggage or any type of emotional damage or problems that you had in your last relationship is going to carry on into your new relationship. The goal is to not allow that to affect your current relationship, to not make the person that you're currently in a relationship for pay for past mistakes. And I think that is a number one problem when it comes to past relationships entering into current relationships. People tend to make that new person pay for what that last person did, and that's not really fair. Also, sometimes people compare, and I know that's an issue in relationships. Nobody wants to be compared to an ex. Like, nobody, male or female, we don't want to be compared to somebody that you were with. If that person was so good, why are you not with them anymore? Like, that's the question. If they done with you, then you need to take some time out for yourself and get over it, that bridge, before you cross it and get into another relationship. So, my question to you, viewers, is what would cause you to bring baggage into your new relationship? Like, if something happened in your past relationship, how long do you wait until you get into a new relationship? I ask because I have been guilty of bringing way too much drama and baggage into new relationships based on past relationships. And I have made people pay for stuff that the last one did. And I think that's common, especially with women. We will, have our guard up and have a wall up. Men too sometimes, but mostly women. We'll have our guard up and a wall up because of what the last one did. And it's hard for us to let that down. And guys, you have to understand that we've been hurt. Men too. I can't just say this, so I'm just going to make it general. People do get hurt, and they put up walls, and they put up barriers. But if the relationship is worth it, I say break through them. Do everything you can to get over them. Encourage that person and let that person know that you're not the one that hurt them. Now, you can't just say that. You have to do this by actions. You can't just say, oh, I'm not him, and then your actions show that you are him, still trifling, doing the same thing, okay? Your actions have to speak louder than the words that you're saying, okay? But at the end of the day, it's a new relationship. We all have to move on. Easier said than done. Now, back to the original statement about sexual partners. Does sex play that big of a role in your relationship? That's another blog. But I do want to know. So y'all let me know. Message me, leave a comment, email me, whatever the case may be. How big of a role is sex in your relationship? We'll talk about that later, okay? I hope y'all have a great day. And remember, it doesn't cost a dime to keep it real. Peace.